Within 24 hours, I made 4,000 in a day. I love this technique. I love it down. Like, it's so easy to do. Hey guys, this is Amber with thelovegal.com and youtube.com/thelovegal and lawofattractionblueprint.com. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you practical steps that you can take starting today to get your brain to stop blocking your abundance. So let's make 2026 way better than 2025. I feel like 2025, I can't speak for everybody, but I feel like 2025 was the year of lessons, and 2026 is going to be the year of our blessings. If you feel like that or remotely similar, go ahead and give this video a like. And in the comments, in 2026, what is the one thing that you want to manifest? Now, I gave this example before. You can think about money in two ways. It's easy to get stuck in the lack mindset when you're in survival mode, but all it takes is a flip of a switch in order to start attracting money. It's how you think of it. So what helps me to start attracting money is, instead of thinking about the money going out, I think about the opportunities of money coming in. So I always go, left is dead, right is opportunities or making more, right? When I think to the left, money is draining. It's leaving my life. It's leaving my account. When I think to the right, my thoughts are, okay, I give myself a goal or a number or whatever. And when I'm in alignment, the money starts flowing. So I could say, okay, in order to reach my goal, I need about $40 more, or I need about $80 more. I'm thinking about adding to my account instead of saying, oh, I need $80 more to pay this bill. No, I'm not even thinking about bills. When you want to manifest a certain amount, think of the money stacking. So even if you find $1 or you get paid $34 or whatever the case may be, maybe your friend Cash Apps you some money or you receive money on PayPal, whatever it is for you. Whatever it is for you, make sure you show gratitude in that moment of receiving. I don't care how little the amount is. Always start with gratitude for whatever it is that you receive. Even if you're in a situation where it's like, oh my goodness, my account's in the negative. Start being grateful for the money that's coming in the future. Probably already started seeing signs of there's going to be money coming in. Start showing gratitude now. Even if you haven't seen the signs yet, start showing gratitude to the universe for the money that is coming. Even if it hasn't hit your account yet. Thank you for the $5,000 in my bank account. Thank you for the $5,000 in my bank account. Thank you for the $5,000 in my bank account. That feels so much better than thinking, I need $5,000. I need $5,000. I need $5,000. You have a choice. You have a choice on how you think about things, and money is one of them. So if you find yourself thinking like, oh, I need to pay for this, show gratitude for it in advance. Thank you for the money to pay for this. Thank you for the money to pay for this. Thank you for the money to pay for this. Thank you for the $5,000 in my bank account now. Thank you for the $5,000 in my bank account now. So if you're getting what I'm putting down, the first step to unblocking the abundance is showing gratitude for the abundance, even if you haven't received it yet. So the universe loves feeling appreciated. So if you're saying thank you, thank you, thank you, whatever you're being thankful for, more of it's going to show up. I know you've probably heard the saying, you get what you think about. Okay, well, here's your turn. Here's your opportunity to say, thank you for the money. Thank you for the $5,000. So what's going to happen, the universe is going to put things in motion to get you that $5,000 because you are grateful for it. You are grateful for every dollar. Thank you for every dollar I have ever received. Step number 2. But before we get to step number 2, I want to read a testimonial for motivational purposes. Amber, happy Sunday. I absolutely love your scripting worksheets. I let my mom fill one out, and she manifested $900 playing bingo. She has never won before. She won 48 hours after writing on the income increase one. She wanted an extra $750 for the week, but got $900. Nice. And one more. This was an email. It says, the subject was amazing. Hi, Amber. I just wanted to check in with you for my results. Hearts. I manifested 2 things using your scripting pages. The first thing was reconciliation with my person. Everything feels brand new this time around. The second thing is a check in the mail for $5,933. I've been waiting years for this refund and now it's here. So all of my manifestation tools are going to be linked in my description box below. All you have to do is expand the description box on this video, and everything is going to be linked. I have about 27 subjects for my guided scripting worksheet packets. Each packet is at least 14 pages. No, you do not have to fill it out all at once. It's supposed to be fun. They've been helping people for years now. I also have my How to Become a Money Magnet ebook. Is going to be linked below as well. If you use the code abundance, you get 25% off your whole cart. Everything is going to be sent to you instantly from Equid. All you have to do is enter in your email correctly and it's going to send directly to your email address within minutes. If anything goes wrong, like you type in your email address wrong or anything like that, just use the contact page on my website and I will get back to you as soon as possible and get you what you ordered. But let's go to the next thing. Number 2. So the first thing is showing gratitude for the money, even if you do not have it already. Give thanks, show gratitude, especially if you're receiving little amounts at a time. Still show gratitude for it. Whatever amount that you do want to manifest, say it's $10,000. Thank you for the $10,000 in my bank account. Thank you for the $10,000 in my bank account. Thank you for the $10,000 in my bank account. It will help if you are saying these affirmations while you're already in a good, happy mood. It just elevates the whole situation. But number 2, speaking to the universe with confidence. It's one thing to have affirmations and saying, I have $5,000 in my bank account. Yes, it does work eventually, but it helps to speak with confidence. And how do you speak with confidence? With money, what I like to do is refer back to a time where something like that did happen. It helps to speak to the universe in confidence. Yes, you can do the robotic affirmations and say something over and over again, and eventually it is going to penetrate your subconscious, right? But what I like to do, I like to speak in confidence, and what helps me speak in confidence is referring to a time in my mind that something similar did happen. So I'm telling my brain, hey, that is possible because it has happened before. For example, I did this maybe, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. I was like, I know for a fact I could receive $200 within a couple minutes. And then I thought back to a time where I made $230 something within 2 minutes. I thought about that. And then what ended up happening? I ended up making $200 in 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes of me saying that out loud. But when I said it out loud, I just went on about my day. I went to go take some vitamins. I'm just, going through the motions of my day. With you, maybe you want to receive like extra $500. I'm like, man, I know for a fact I could be sent $500 because it has happened to me before. And then think back to a time it has happened. Maybe you're in a situation like, man, nothing like that has ever happened to me. But you've heard it happening to somebody. So why can't it be you? Like, I know for a fact I can receive $500 within 15 minutes because my Aunt Angie, that happened to my Aunt Angie, so it could happen to me. It is possible. You're telling your brain, hey, it's possible, it's possible, it's possible, and you're giving it a reference. Okay, that makes sense, right? Give your affirmation a reference to when it did happen. If it's happened to you before in the past, it can happen again. If you found $900 on the ground before, it can happen to you again. Another thing that I like to do, and I specifically do this while I'm in a shower, I call this the shower conversation, where I pick somebody in my life. It can be somebody extremely close to me or somebody who's just not that close, but they just came to mind. What I like to do when I'm in the shower, I have a person ask me a question, and the question is like, Amber, how much do you make? Like, I'm hearing it in their voice, right? And then I answer out loud. And this is when I wanted to start making $1,000 in a day. So I had one of my friends, I'm not even close with this girl, but she came to mind. And I think she came to mind because she has asked me something like this before. So I wanted to start making $1,000 a day. And I had her ask me, I'm hearing her voice say, Amber, how much do you make? And I'm like, oh, I make $1,000 a day. She said, a day? Like, something similar to that, right? I kid you not, within 2 weeks, I started making that. And I repeated that exercise maybe 2 to 3 times a week, something like that. So yeah, that's another thing that you can do while you're in the shower or even driving in the car before you go to bed. With manifestation, your brain doesn't know what's real or what's fake. So you have to feed it what you want. Feed it, right? So Your brain knows that voice. That's a real conversation that could happen. Don't put too much strain on it. You're hearing the voice in your head and you're saying out loud, yeah, I make $1,000 a day. Yeah, I make $5,000 a day. I remember I did this one time because I sports bet, right? And it was my ex's cousin, because these are real conversations that can happen. I imagine that we were out to eat. I had him ask me, like, Amber, what's the most you ever made in a day? I was like, in a day, the most I've made was about $4,000 in a day. And he was like, you made 4 rats in a day? Like, and I was like, yeah, I made 4,000 in a day. I would say within a week or so, within 24 hours, I made 4,000 in a day. I love this technique. I love it down. Like, it's so easy to do. Saturate your brain with thoughts and real life scenarios that can happen. I go in deeper in my How to Become a Money Magnet ebook. I give more techniques than this in there. It wouldn't be me if I don't talk about visualizing. Oh, I'm big delusional, right? I talk about the bank game a lot. I talked about, you can go back years where I'm talking about this. The bank game consists of you acting like visualizing from your house all the way to your bank. Like, I can see it because my bank isn't far from me. So I'm visualizing pulling out the driveway, driving every street to get to the bank. And once I get in the parking lot, I look up and I see the bank's big old emblem. Like, my brain knows where I'm at. And I go around to the back. Banks in Texas, they got drive-thrus and stuff like that. So depending on the amount that I need, either I'm going to the ATM or I'm going to one of those little things where you put your deposit, the little clear things, put your ID and your withdrawal slip in there, and the little person comes on the screen. It's basically a drive-through, get your money type of thing. It depends on how much, because on your debit card you have a limit, a daily limit. For my debit card, if it's more than $2,000, I'm gonna go to that thing. And if it's more than 10, I gotta go inside. So keep that in mind, so you won't have any limiting beliefs set in for no reason, right? You're either walking in the bank, driving around, going to the ATM, whatever. Whatever fits your life, make it real for you, so it will make sense to your brain. I go around, I may grab a withdrawal slip, and I know what the withdrawal slip looks like. I'm putting my name, I'm putting my account number, I'm putting my phone number at the top. And then it says withdrawal. You put how much? 5,000. Drop down, it'll say total amount, 5,000. And then I sign it, put the date, put it in the little plastic, screw it back on, put it back in the slot. It shoots up, goes to the teller. And I do that scene 3 or 4 times before I drift off to sleep, over and over again. I'm saturating my brain. This is real, this is real, this is real, this is real. And then once the money comes back down, and I'm talking to the person on the screen or whatever, when the money comes back down, it's in a white envelope. And then I look in my rearview mirror to see if anybody's behind me. Nobody's behind me, so I sit there, I count the money. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, boom, 1,100, 1,200, 1,300. Like, going all the way up to the amount that I want to manifest. So not only did I put the amount I want to manifest on the slip, because if I'm withdrawing the money, that means the money is in my bank account, right? Doing this scene over and over again. Now, you can do this with the ATM. If I want to manifest a quick 800, I'm just picturing myself going to the ATM. I was on TikTok, and one of my mutuals, her name on TikTok is, I go by Star now, and she was talking about manifesting a specific person. And basically what she said was, instead of just trying to basically manifest a person, you need to manifest the person from the identity of the person who would have that person. And I was like, so true. And then I thought about manifesting money. And I thought about all the times I've manifested money. And me getting into that mode where I'm like, I need to become her. I need to transform into her. When I say her, you know what I mean. I need to be that one that walks around proudly. Like, money is no thing to me, right? Money is no longer an issue. Person who shops luxury, travels, eats at fine dining restaurants. I need to mentally become her. And same with you. You need to become her. You need to become him. You need to absorb and morph into the identity of a person who has the money that you want. So, aka, you need to identity shift. And how I identity shift I don't know if it's me being a Pisces, but I love doing things while I'm in the shower. Water, me, besties, okay? I start off with imagining. There's this guy on TikTok that goes around interviewing multi-millionaires, billionaires. And I always imagine me getting interviewed by him. And he asked questions like, at what age did you become a millionaire? So I'm answering these questions out loud as if he's really talking to me. Do not be surprised if you really see me being interviewed by this guy in the future. At what age did you become a millionaire? What did you do to become a millionaire? What's your life lessons that you would give to somebody who's trying to become a millionaire? Blase, blase. So in order to get in that mode, I'm like, yeah, my name is Amber, blah, blah, blah. I became a millionaire at this age. This is what I was doing. Yeah, I have a few minutes and you can interview me. And I'm imagining myself on these, like Rodeo Drive. In Austin, we have the Domain, but there's two different parts to the Domain. There's the luxury side, and then there's just, kind of regular stores, right? So I'm imagining me being outside of Louis Vuitton and stuff like that, and he's catching me. I got bags in my hands, and he wants to interview me. So I'm getting into that mode of a person who has the riches. You have a choice. You can either think about not having enough, or you could think like a person who has enough. That's what I start with. Now, I do have identity shifting audio, where if you don't have anybody to talk to, or you want to be interviewed like that, it's going to be linked in my description box. And there's 3 different parts. One's the interviews, multimillionaire interview style, where I'm talking to you. If I'm interviewing you and you're answering the questions out loud to help you saturate your mind. But shift into that person, that mindset of who you want to be, not who you are right now. I always say your thoughts are manifesting in the future. So if you start right now, either 2 things are going to happen. If you think about the lack mindset, more lack is going to be in your future. But if you think from an abundant standpoint, who you are, where you want to be, what you have, then those thoughts will manifest in the future. If you enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up for me, or maybe share it with someone who will benefit from watching this video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell to get notified about when I drop new content. My next video may be the one that you need to see. Thank you for every single donation, whether it's $1, $2, $25. I appreciate every last one of you. Don't ever get that confused. I love you guys down, and until next time.